大家好，欢迎收看华尔街电视，我是主持人蒋洋洋。今天我带大家来到了翠贝卡电影节，这个电影节呢也是纽约地区最热门的活动之一。那今天呢是最后一天了，也就是 closing party。在这个 closing party 上呢，会播放一部纪录片，叫做 The First Estate。那来到电影节呢，最让人期待的就是走红毯环节了，让我们一起来看吧。
Closing night.
Hey, here I am again.
In Oregon. What an important film, huh?
Yes, yes.
Well, after the election of Donald Trump, it was clear that when he no longer had Hillary Clinton to defeat, he chose his next favorite target, and that was the press, especially the New York Times. The New York Times had a very special place in his heart for tweeting and calling them failing. I have the First Amendment in my blood. I'm the daughter of a First Amendment lawyer. So for me to kind of see what these journalists did under incredible pressure, such competition, in an environment where any mistakes could cost you the credibility of your newspaper, it was an incredible honor to be there, and I think that hopefully people take away the seriousness and professionalism of these journalists. There are some really dark examples you can look at. I mean, Hannah Arendt wrote that, the first thing a totalitarian regime does is undermine the credibility of the truth. Because once you can't agree on the truth anymore, you can kind of get away with anything, right? And so the Fourth Estate is, really there to hold power accountable. And if you undermine it, that's one less way that power will be held accountable. Yes, so the Fourth Estate is a film that follows a year inside the New York Times. And it shows the hard work that journalists are doing under a tremendous amount of pressure.
So why you just want to do a documentary about the journalists and the New York Times?
So after the election of Donald Trump, after he defeated Hillary Clinton, it was clear that his new punching bag was going to be the press. And the press is essential to democracy and a healthy, free society. So for me, I wanted to go and show what they did and how important it is.
So the First Estate is for the closing party, right?
Yeah, I'm really honored that they've chosen this film to be the closing night film of Tribeca. It's really thrilling. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's been as an intense period of time that we've experienced before as we have in the last year and a half or so. Trump has sort of made us, remember our real mission, which is, bringing out truth even when we're attacked for being fake news. And I think the documentary shows that basically we're just working hard to get at the facts.
Obviously that Donald Trump has gone after what he calls the failing New York Times consistently, but it hasn't. I mean, we're working, right? And we often like to say at the Times that we're even failing because it's been actually there's been an enormous interest in what we do in the last year and a half. Huge readership, huge interest.
And I'm the editor of the New York Times, so I'm proud to be here, and I'm proud that people are interested enough in the New York Times to be here to watch it.
I know this documentary is about the New York Times, so what do you think about it, the First Estate?
What I have seen, I think, is really excellent. I think it captures how hard news reporters work. I think it captures how exciting a moment it is for the life of the New York Times and journalism and politics in America. I found it exciting. I hope everybody else does too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.